So we're going to take a little time to just be with whatever might be happening inside in reaction to what's happening outside, which, as we know, can be a lot. So let's just start by taking a few nice breaths together, breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. And just beginning to let the sound that's entering your ears take you a little bit further inside and a little bit further away from whatever might be competing for your attention in this time. Letting your system know that this is a time when you get to restore. You get to pour back into yourself some of what you've been giving out, which for most of us has been for a very long time. And maybe as you consider that thought, you let your breath drink in what you're being given today. Let's just take a nice inhale in together, breathing in and breathing out. And another nice inhale in, breathing in and making some space inside. And breathing out and just softening into that space. And maybe you just take a moment here in some silence to just become aware of what you're coming in with. Let your body show you. Maybe some of your thoughts are still showing you. Maybe your heart will show you what you're coming in with today. And maybe you'll get to spend some time with that. Breathing in, breathing out. And maybe as you're tending to what you came in with, in the heart or the head or the body, maybe you're noticing it's like a lot of channels playing all at one time. There's this, there's this, there's this, there's this, right? It's complicated, isn't it? Can you just breathe a bigger space for that? For all of it. Maybe on another inhale, just expanding the space. Breathing in, and how big does it need to be to make room for every bit of it in here? And maybe you can just notice if there's an intention that you want to set for this time for yourself. More clarity, more ease, more spaciousness, more willingness. And maybe what you need is not more, but less. What might you need less of? Less tightness, less clenching, less ruminating, running the worry loop, less stress and concern over things that maybe you can't control. Just taking a notice. What do I want less of? What could I consider holding less of? And what might I consider making more space for today? Whatever that is, maybe you want to put the thing that you want less of in one of your hands. Pick a hand, it doesn't matter. Just in an imaginary way, whatever you'd like to have shrink inside your head, your heart, your body, go ahead and just put that in one of your hands. And then maybe in the other hand, you could put the thing you want more of. And let's breathe in. And breathe out. And maybe with the hand that is holding the thing you want less of, maybe you just open it. And if you imagine there's something in there that if you open your hand, it might just fly away, go ahead and take a deep breath in and out and open that hand and see if it flies away. Breathing in and breathing out. And with your body, just noticing if there's a willingness to let that thing go. Whatever that was, ready to blow away or fly away or just disappear, notice. And the body, let it go. No judgment if it can't. Sometimes it's not the right time, and we want to respect that. Breathing in and breathing out. And now bringing our attention to that other hand, the hand where we took in what it was that we wanted to maybe experience more of during this meditation, or as a result of it, or at the end of it, when you leave here today. Just breathe in and remember what that was that you put in your hand. And breathing out, saying hello to it. And maybe bringing that hand in front of you, close to you. Breathing in and breathing out. Whatever that was, what quality of experience you consider bringing into your heart right now, bring that hand right here and place it on your heart. Breathing in and breathing out. And one more time as you breathe in, inviting the heart to really take in that quality that you're inviting. And as you breathe out, just letting it settle. Let it relax into the heart and anywhere else that it's needed right now today. Just take a little time and breathe in and breathe out. And just notice the gift that you've already given yourself of coming into stillness right now, right here at the beginning of our time together. Sometimes it can feel like more of a gift than at other times. But possibly today, given the time that we're in, whatever came to mind to you is what needs to be heard in this moment. Maybe coming into some quiet is exactly what is needed. Some quiet, intentional space for yourself. There are a lot of people right now that are experiencing a lot of stress. I would guess that there may be some of you that are listening to this that are experiencing that now. So I'm really glad you're here. And keeping your intention in mind, what you want to release and what you want to expand in your system. Let your system know that we're going to be right back. but we're going to take a little bit of a dive into the experience of anxiety. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to do that because I want you to have something that you can work with in this next week or several weeks, months. Even my mentioning it might have fired something up in your chest or your belly. Let it know that we're going to tend to it. But could you, just for this minute, just turn toward it and say hello? Of course you're worried. I'm not interested in what your hopes are, dear ones. Whatever your hope is what you feel is most important. And whatever that knot is that maybe showed up in your stomach just now, see if you can just take 1 minute and listen to it. Even put your hand on it and see if it can feel your presence. And can you feel, is this something coming from the past? It's no longer happening? Take a minute, feel in. A lot of times, anxiety will show up as a fear that we already survived. And if that's true, feel free to let that one go too. And then invite yourself into the present moment. And breathe in. And breathe out. Present moment. Maybe you're asking, and how do you do that? Come into the present moment when there's so much? Well, when it starts to get intense, you can go, where are my feet? Can I feel them on the floor? And if they're not on the floor right now, you could put them on the floor. Maybe if you're lying down, maybe you can feel your back supported on whatever you're lying on. If you're sitting in a chair, you might feel your back supported by the chair. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And you notice that there's something solid here. Something solid that is holding us. The floor, the chair, the earth. And you breathe in and you breathe out. And maybe just stay right with this, right with the sensation of the body making contact with something solid. So when we come back into the body, in the present moment, not lost in some story, right? Or memory, but right here, right now, breathing in, breathing out, sensing touch with solid, we have a much better chance of being in the present moment as opposed to the past and as opposed to the future. So breathe in and breathe out. Notice whatever it is you're connected with in the physical form. And maybe as you're aware of connection and support by something solid, maybe in that experience of support, you can breathe in and exhale a little fear. And maybe just inviting your system to notice this is a past fear. It's not happening right now. Maybe it's possible to let that one go. And you breathe in, and you breathe out. Maybe the fear is a present fear. Present fear would be, I am currently under threat right now, in this moment. And my guess is, if you are listening to this meditation, you are not under threat right now. Present threat is there is a dog getting ready to bite you. Present threat is the building you are in is on fire. So if any of you are under present threat, please turn off this meditation and get yourself safe. Probably you're not, or you wouldn't be doing this meditation right now. And so just let your system notice, I am safe in this moment. Breathe in and breathe out. And sometimes we need to look around to verify that we are definitely safe in this moment. Do that. And again, breathe in and breathe out. Safe right now. Safe. Just noticing your body, feeling it supported by something solid. Maybe even some gratitude or appreciation bubbles up just in the noticing, I am supported by something solid right now. This earth is supporting me. The one that may be present for a lot of us right now is the one about the future fear. Projection of something that is conjured. Parts of you may be saying, conjured? I got conjured with good data. Conjured nonetheless. If it has not happened, it's conjured in this moment. So just like the past is a movie that can scare us in the present, so can the future movie scare us in the present. I'm not saying don't take care of what needs care in the present moment. As many of us have heard, the present moment is where we have our power. So it's once you've used your power, used your voice, and taken loving action, then I want to encourage you to step back into the present moment and step out of fear. Let's breathe in and breathe out. I know it might feel so radical, and that's why we're here doing what we're doing. So in your mind, whatever action you have yet to take, Put that on your to-do list for when we're finished here. And then come into the present moment with me. Because right now, in this moment, we are safe. And right now, in this moment, is where we have the capacity for creativity. Breathing in and breathing out. What in the world does she mean by that? Breathing in. Let's do a little creativity play in your mind right now. Imagine the thing you want most to happen. The thing you might be worried won't happen. Imagine the best possible outcome in your view, according to your heart. Call it up. Bring it up on a giant screen in front of your mind's eye. See it happening. Feel what happens in your heart when you see that happen. Breathe in and breathe out. And imagine what you might say, what you might do, what you might feel, how you might react when, if that one happens. Notice how you feel when you think these thoughts. Notice what happens inside your body right now. Notice that. You can keep running that movie if it feels good to you. That movie may be useful to you in times of stress. That movie, from this place of open, spacious creativity, joy in the outcome that your heart tells you is the best for you and all beings, that movie is where you can create something powerful from. So rather than running the movie of the future catastrophe, as you see it, to soothe your system, consider running the movie of this best possible outcome. Here's why. This isn't denial. Remember, you're running these movies once you've taken action. Whatever action you can take, you've taken it. And the action you're taking is usually toward the outcome that you want to see, right? I don't care if this is in your work, where you're trying to solve a problem, if it's in a relationship, where you're trying to work something out with someone, or if it's on a bigger scale in the wider world. Take your action. Call up your future movie, best possible outcome, and from this place, take your action to have it happen for you. Because running the fear movie has us reacting to each other from fear. You've seen it. Because we can scare ourselves quite easily by running that fear movie. When we take action out of the fear movie, we just create more fear. And I know you know that. You've probably had this experience. It's not going to be your highest action if it's coming from a place of fear. But if you first pause and go, okay, what's the best possible outcome for all involved? Breathe in and breathe out. And you take action. And then you speak. You speak from that place. It's much less likely that whoever you're speaking to is going to become afraid. Our fear is contagious. Fear, according to the Dalai Lama and other wise people that study such things, arises to give us a message to take action. And then we need to get out of it. We're not meant to live in fear. So run your best possible outcome for all involved movie. Take your action from that space. And then you release outcome, because it's not yours to control, right? We don't own the outcomes. Breathe in and breathe out. Just notice that movie, that beautiful movie. If you want, you can send it out into the world from your heart. You can use your hand, put it in the intention hand and place it in your heart. May it be so. May it be so. And just so you know that we're really not practicing denial here. For 2 minutes, we're going to bring in the outcome that we don't want. All of us may be thinking of a different thing and a different outcome. It doesn't matter. Call in the one you want. Call in the one you don't want. Don't stay in it. Don't let it scare you. Just move to action. So in your mind's eye, ask yourself, should the thing I don't want, the thing I'm maybe concerned about, should this occur, what will I do? I'm sure you do this in a lot of ways in your life already. How will I and the beings I care about, how will we respond? What is the best possible outcome that we could imagine if the worst possible outcome occurs? Don't give up your agency just because the thing you don't want might happen. Breathing in and breathing out. So stay with the outcome you don't want only as long as it takes for you to get a sense of what would be needed from you, from your community, your colleagues, your loved ones, should this worst case scenario occur. Set your intention for that, and then come right back here to the present moment. Very important, come right back here to the present moment. Feel yourself supported by something solid, earth, chair, floor. Breathe in and breathe out. And let that vision go. Because we're not there. We're here. Breathe in and breathe out. And now bring up that big screen again. That screen with the best possible outcome for you and all beings. Go ahead and project that, bring it into your mind and into your heart. And breathe it in. And on your exhale, soften into it. And send it wherever it needs to be sent. You can do this around any topic, anything that concerns you. Breathing in and breathing out. And maybe the thing that you were concerned about, the outcome you didn't want to have happen, maybe you put that in the hand where the things you can let go or place. Put that in the releasing hand. Open that hand if you want and blow that thing away. Move it out of your awareness and notice that yes, you actually can. We have the ability to practice this way, to choose to shine the light of our awareness and then choose to shine it someplace else. Let's breathe in. And let's breathe out. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Feeling your body supported by something solid. And if your eyes have been closed, you could open your eyes and look around the room a little bit. And if you want to, just return your hand to your heart. Hold it there as long as you want to. Running that beautiful movie of what it looks like for the best possible outcome for you and all beings to happen. How do you want to celebrate that? Who do you want to be with when you celebrate that? What's the music you want to play? Maybe you make a playlist. Really feel it. Embody it. Bring it into the body. So you can deeply experience what it is you want to create. And breathe in. And breathe out. Taking some time to appreciate yourself, or maybe noticing yourself. Maybe seeing parts of you, part of you that cares deeply, sitting maybe 10 or 20 feet in front of you. Maybe they're on a park bench. Maybe they're sitting in a forest, in a clearing, maybe with sun shining on them. And from a distance, as you look at this one, you can see how deeply they care. And maybe you can feel your heart just going out to them as you reflect on how deeply this part of you cares. How much they want to see things go well in whatever situation you've been working with here. Maybe you can sense them taking you in and you appreciating them. Letting them know that you see what's so important to them. You see what they value, how they work to show up in the world, and how you see where they've gotten it right. Invite them to take it into their heart, this one that's sitting on the park bench that cares so deeply. Invite them to take into their heart that you deeply see them, that you deeply see this part of you that cares so much. And you breathe in, and you breathe out, and you really send this energy to this one. And wishes so much that things be well in the world. Maybe you offer this one a gesture or some sort of symbolic gift so that they can really know that you appreciate them. Go ahead and offer that to them just the way they need it. Do they need you to offer them a hug? Do they need you to speak some words of encouragement to them? Do they need a gift that represents recognition of what they've done and who they are? Once you've given it to them, just invite them to take it in. Invite them to receive. Part of you, invite them to receive and to notice. You see me. Wow. You know my best possible self. You seem to think well of me. Part in the first inch says to you. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathing in. And in that in-breath, allowing that one on the bench to really know this is appreciation. Take it into the body. And just letting it flow wherever it needs to flow. The body, the heart, the mind. And now as this one is taking in this beautiful appreciation that you're giving them, notice what wants to happen in the one that's on the bench. What do they want to do with this appreciation? This sense of really being seen and acknowledged and gotten. What are they inclined to do with that? Maybe they're inclined to just really spend some time drinking this in, to believe it. Maybe they find they get so full with it, it just radiates out from them. Breathing in and breathing out. Yeah. This is your vision. See it. However it feels inclined to go, what does this one do with this sense of appreciation? Nothing is perfectly fine. Nothing required. Just noticing what the system does with this kind of input. And whatever it is, just starts to move. Move in the body, move in the energy around the body. Breathing in, breathing out. And if it feels good, go ahead and walk toward the you that was standing about 20 feet away. Go ahead and walk toward the one that is on the bench or whatever they're doing now. Get close. Make eye contact. Notice each of you recognizing the other. Oh, you're me. We are each other. And maybe the two of you blend. You merge, you come together. Maybe not. See what happens there. Breathing in and breathing out. Whatever needs to happen or would feel good to have happen there, complete this process. Just letting that occur. Maybe the two of you walk off into the forest. Maybe you float away. Maybe you fade away. Maybe you decide you're going to stay right there. And maybe you merge back into the one that is sitting. Maybe merge back into the you that is sitting and listening to this meditation. Coming into your body, coming into your heart, breathing in and breathing out. The body, maybe you start with your feet and you notice them. If they're supported on the floor or on something solid, notice that. Notice how they're doing. And you feel the bottoms of them wherever they are. And you notice that they are intact, resting on something that is solid. And letting that awareness drift up into the calves. And breathing in, breathing out. And then letting it drift up into the thighs, the knees, and the hips. And breathing in, and breathing out. And you inhale where there's more space needed. And just create it. Go ahead and expand it, and expand the space in the body if that's what's needed, in the abdomen, in the belly, in the back. Creating space and releasing. And noticing if there's any more spaciousness, softness. Just nodding to that. You created it. Well done. And breathing into the upper chest and the heart area. Expanding that space and releasing the breath. And then breathing into the shoulders and the neck and the arms. Expanding that space, breathing in and breathing out. And maybe a special breath here in the throat, in the speaking space. Breathing in, feeling it open, and breathing out, releasing. And breathing into the face, expanding the face. Breathing in and breathing out. And now the back of the head, breathing in, expanding the back of the head and the muscles there, and breathing out, and letting go. And then breathing in through the top of the head, receiving whatever might still be needed by your system. Maybe there's some light that needs to come in through the top of your head. Just breathing it in, letting it come through and down. Letting it flow maybe down the spine or maybe down the front of the body. Breathing in and letting it fill its nutritious light wherever it needs to be. And exhaling just to receive that light. And noticing the sense of relaxation and softness that you've created here. Maybe sensing how that feels in the body, so you might be able to find your way back to it when you need to, when you want to. Breathing in. And breathing out. And I'd like to end with a poem. This is called Small Kindnesses, and it's by Danusha Lamaris. I've been thinking about the way when you walk down a crowded aisle, people pull in their legs to let you by. Or how strangers still say bless you when someone sneezes. Leftover from the bubonic plague. Don't die, we're saying. And sometimes when you spill lemons from your grocery bag, somebody else will help you pick them up. Mostly we don't want to harm each other. We want to be handed our cup of coffee hot and say thank you to the person handing it to us. To smile at them and for them to smile back. For the waitress to call us honey when she sets down the bowl of clam chowder, and for the driver of the red pickup truck to let us pass. We have so little of each other now, so far from tribe and fire. Only these brief moments of exchange. What if they are the true dwelling of the holy? These fleeting temples we make together when we say, here, have my seat. Go ahead, you first. I like your hat. Breathing in, breathing out. And again, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe noticing the hand that contained whatever it was you had wanted to release. If there's anything more still there, you bring your hand up and open it. Invite a wind to just come by and blow it away. And then bringing up the hand that held the intention, what you wanted to expand or create more of. Let whatever that is show up again in your hand. And again, with this one, place it in your heart. With your hand on your heart. Breathing in and breathing out. And then maybe you take it and you put it in front of you and you blow it for it to go and find anyone else that needs that expansion, that quality, that gift that you gave to yourself. Breathing in and breathing out. And just take your time. Stay here as long as you want to. Go gently with yourself. Listen to this as many times as you need to in these next few days or weeks. Share it if you want. And I wish you well.